It's Valentine's week, and we have a special loving treat for our very own Mr. Chip. It's seafood flavored chips from the bottom of the ocean and from the bottom of our hearts. So grab your special someone, give them one of your AirPods, and share an episode of You Tried It! You Tried That! Valentine's week. I'm Nick North with pals Chad Hancock.
Howdy.
Nick Egger.
Hello.
Okay, guys, when I was doing a little research for segments, came across this Valentine's story that someone had said, and tell me what you would do in this scenario. Says that we're in an apartment building.
Okay.
Some flowers came. They were trying to deliver it to an apartment next to where this guy was, but they weren't allowed to leave it outside in the hallway. They saw the guy and said, "Can you just take these and then give it to the person later when they're home?"
Okay.
And he said, "Okay, I'll take the flowers." Sat him on his kitchen table. A bit later, before the neighbor could come home, his girlfriend comes and sees the flowers. Now, he did not get his own set of flowers. So girlfriend comes, sees the flowers, and what do you do in this scenario? Are these now her flowers? Do you now claim them for her? Do you have to take the indignity of explaining the truth?
That you forgot to. The truth is, he forgot. Is that it, or he?
Yeah, he had nothing, or maybe he had a card or something like that. But he definitely didn't have a nice large bouquet of flowers or anything to match this particular gift.
I wonder if you could just like split it in half or something, and be like, "Oh yeah, these ones are for you," and then because if it's a really big enough bouquet, and then you can still sort of give the other half to the neighbor. And then everybody wins, right? Like, is that a good option?
Yeah, I mean that's called winning, I think, right?
Winning. I mean, you gotta fess up, right? You gotta be like, nah, these aren't for you. Like, your flowers. I didn't get you flowers because getting flowers is stupid.
Yours are on the way. Let me call 1-800-Flowers and see what the holdup is. Beep, boop, boop, beep, beep. It's into your phone. This is an outrage. I can't believe the flowers were lost. And slam the phone down.
Yeah, exactly. That's a better lie.
Mm-hmm.
The flowers are too big to fit through the door. Are you kidding me?
You sent them back to the factory because I bought all the flowers that there are? Is that it?
This guy's pretty slick, I gotta be honest. He's pretty great.
Quick thinker.
I'm being investigated by the government for having a monopoly on all flowers? Is that it?
Have you actually ever forgotten or had someone forget your birthday, holiday, anything like that? One that comes to mind for me that I'll never let my wife live down is one year, like 7 Christmases ago, when our kids were very little and we had a lot of shit to do. So it wasn't her fault, but we got up the next morning and there was stuff in everyone's stocking except mine was completely empty. And so like every subsequent year, it's like, wonder if I'll get anything in my stocking this year.
See, I mean that's on you, right? Like you gotta put shit in your own stocking. If like this year I went and I put Reese's trees in everybody's stockings.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you got to make sure that you get your
and
own.
Your kids still believe in Santa somehow?
Actually, my daughter was like, "Are we going to get Reese's trees in our stockings again this year?" Because I also did it last year, and I was like, "Yeah, you're going to. That's going to happen."
Santa knows what's good for him.
I don't know if they've forgotten my birthday. A lot of times my wife doesn't remember what my birthday is. Like if you ask her like what is the date of his birthday, she will I think the last few years she's remembered it, but like she can name it. But there was a while where she just was like, I couldn't remember exactly. Like, is it the 12th? Is it the 10th? What is it?
Close enough. You get a few day grace period.
Yeah, right. I mean, the fact that she remembers I have a birthday somewhere in that month is pretty good.
Everyone's birthday who I knew from like age 21. And like after that, any new people that aren't my children, I'm not learning your fucking birthday.
It's somewhere in my calendar. It's like how I remember the 5 phone numbers that I learned before I got a cell phone. And I can't remember anybody else's phone number anymore.
Yes. I still remember, if you're listening, Eric Johnson, my friend from when I was 7 years old. His number was 658-4955.
Well, you just doxed him.
Call him.
Whoa.
And it'll tell you how fucking old I am, because this was pre-area code.
Now our listeners can guess the area code.
Yeah.
What do you
think?
I don't know. About what exactly? Which one?
He forgot the question. Let him know. Forgot birthdays.
Have you ever forgot a question the host of the podcast asked you?
Yeah, no, I've forgot. I don't know. Nowadays, yeah, I remember my old home number from like growing up. You don't always remember those. My mom still has the same phone number, so I remember that by heart, and I remember my grandma's by heart. But other than that, like I know my wife's, because I have to like give out my wife sometimes. But like,
Right.
Do you know like a coworker's birthday?
And
like
why? No, I mean, so like somebody sent out one time, like someone on our team sent out like a calendar invite that never expired for someone else on our team's birthday. So every once in a while, like once a year, I'll still see the invite on there. I'm like, oh, it's so and so's birthday, but like we're not even on the same team anymore. I don't like my kids, my dad, my mom. I forgot my sister's birthday one time. Becky, I'm sorry, I'm still sorry from a long time ago. I remember all my immediate families, but I don't remember much beyond that. Like you guys are always good about sending texts on birthdays to like our friend group, and I am horrible at it. Unless
Most
I see it
of the
on
time,
Facebook.
It's because I see it. I have like a Google Calendar thing with everybody's birthdays in it, so it'll show up on my calendar.
Somebody will typically go, "Happy birthday, jerk," or whatever, and I'm like, "Oh shit, birthday."
Our birthday text threads are saying the meanest thing you can say to the person about how old they are.
Your ball's dragging on the ground yet, you old fuck. I actually remember. So it's weird. I remember my daughter's friends' birthdays. You know what I mean? Because they'll be like, we go to their birthday parties and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so like, I maybe not the exact day, but I'll like know like, oh, this one friend is like the last week of February, or those, those kinds of things. And then there's one person's birthday who I remember, who's the parent of, she's the mom of one of my daughter's classmates. And the reason I remember her birthday is because she told me that her birthday is February 29th. And so she's only had like, 7.
Someone else says that. Doesn't your mom have February 29th or something, Geiger?
Yeah, my mom was born on leap year. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So she's technically only like 18 years old, I think. So, Dad, cops are coming. Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. I remember that one because it's like cool. I remember thinking as a kid, I'm like, oh, my mom, like it was like a cool thing to talk about for like 2 seconds. And then that was the only interesting factoid about me for a long time.
Also, you remember your friend's daughter's birthdays because the credit card company will call and ask if you've been buying a bunch of wine coolers. Is that you?
Yes. Yeah, I'm the cool dad in the neighborhood.
The wine cool dad.
The wine cool dad. Well, now I remember my dad's birthday because I always think it's January 6th, but now I know it's not because it's just the day that's what he remembered from much other things. It's actually the 7th. So it's first of all his favorite day of the year, and then his birthday. So
2 days in a row to celebrate.
Yeah,
family.
QAnon dad. All right,
well,
eat these chips.
He doesn't listen anymore.
3 chips, 5-point scale. Love that, like that. Indifferent to dat, dislike dat, and hate dat. Let's start with the oh boy, fried chicken or fried crab.
You took a gander at that and said chicken.
No,
Is that what you thought that
I just
was?
saw the I was reading it upside down.
Man, the claws on that chicken are pretty incredible.
Big old picture of a crab on the front. It's got 50% less something. No, it's written in a language we can't read, but it does say minus 50%
Chicken.
something.
Ironically enough, I think I just got these at like Mariano's or something like that. It was like a local grocery store. I saw these here. So I don't know, even though they are clearly from Japan.
Yeah, these are the brand is still Lay's, the Lay's that we know and love here.
50% less saturated fat. That's what it is.
Okay.
Have you guys had those like Utz crab chips? I think they're famous for like the. No, I've had them.
Who's famous for that? Utz?
Utz, because they're a Baltimore-based company.
Oh, okay.
I know some people that fucking love Utz, but like
Yeah.
every time I've had it, I'm just kind of like, all right.
Should put some Utz in my stocking though. It's an all chip episode from Mr. Chip.
Yeah.
This is the Lay's fried crab flavor. What do you think?
Happy Chippin's Day to you, Mr.
Thank
Chip.
you. No, you guys, I feel honored today. This might surprise you. I think these are really tasty. I don't know what's in the seasoning. I mean, it has a faint. I think the Utz crab chips taste mostly like Old Bay. These actually kind of have like a crab-ish flavor, like a vaguely briny seafood flavor, and you can taste like chilies and garlic and everything like that. I don't know if I'm just hungry or what, but these are really doing it for me. Probably the weirdest rating I'm ever going to give it. I love these things.
Wow.
I know I'll be alone, but I think these are tasty as hell.
Nice. Chad, what do you think?
Yeah, these are interesting. I mean, they do have like a. It is. I taste the sea. You know that like they have a taste of the sea, which is nice, but also weird and unexpected. I think the flavor is all right. The crunch is pretty good. It is maybe a little spicy for me, but overall it's a well-made chip. I think the flavor's all right. I'm gonna give them a very low level like that.
Okay. I agree with what you guys said. I think they're pretty tasty. I actually think they could turn the notch up a little bit on the flavoring and still be okay.
Yeah.
And turn the salt factor up a tiny bit too. I am surprised how much I like them. I'm not a huge seafood fan in general. So however adjacent these are to actual seafood, not much. But I am enjoying them a lot more than I thought. I'm giving them a very solid like that. So 11 and 2 likes.
Wow.
Outstanding score for the crab chip. Next, let's go to the one that's
Lay's?
not Lay's. Or yeah, we'll do the other Lay's. We'll do the Lay's roasted garlic oyster flavor.
Now these are these oysters on the front or chickens?
Hmm.
The lighting's
This
not
one's
great
minus 50% less crab in this one. Oysters are one thing. There's very few things that I have a texture issue with, but oysters are one for me.
What's wrong with it? It's like barely solidified cum. Why wouldn't you? I like oysters, but
I 100% get what you're saying. I think oysters are okay. I put them near the bottom of like any Mount seafood more. But yeah, I totally understand anybody that's like, the texture of this is fucked.
I'm not an oyster connoisseur. I do like how some people are like, oh, this one is chase this one versus this one. It's just like the same shit in a different shell with like, you know, the water on it. I'm like, oh no, it's totally different. You can taste the juniper berries. What the fuck am I supposed to be noticing here? But I do like oysters.
Okay, Chad. Roasted garlic oyster flavor Lay's. What do you think?
This is a step down for me from the other one for sure. It's I don't know. I think I like garlic, but there's the flavor of this one is a little too turned up. I think it's like overwhelming to me. I don't know if it is the garlic, but the oyster, whatever seasoning they're trying to replicate oysters, has an aftertaste that is a little off-putting to me. I stopped after like 2 of these chips. I am not a fan of these ones. I'm gonna give them a dislike that.
Yep. Thank you for saying what needed to be said. These are worse. I was kind of excited actually because the crab ones were so good.
Right.
And I thought these could also hit home because it's garlic flavor in there and roasted, but it just is a huge miss. Significantly worse. Can't even place what I don't like about it. Just give it's a bad aftertaste. Doesn't taste good. I'm gonna give it a dislike. That Geiger.
Yeah, these are worse. The oyster just. I mean, oysters are not really a flavor I would like associate with a snack food.
Right. It's like an intense flavor a lot of times.
Yeah. And very briny and very like specific. And I don't know that they necessarily it tastes like an oyster or not. I would, again, I think this is one where, like Novak said, for the last one would benefit from like more salt and maybe more garlic flavor instead. But I get they're trying to approximate an oyster. It's fine. Yeah, mild dislike that. These aren't nearly as good.
All right. Welcome, visitor. Time for the segment. Chad. Link, you come to town. You come to say.
All right, Link has come to town, and you know what that means. It is time to once again visit everyone's favorite social network based around your business, LinkedIn. We're going to take a look at LinkedIn. We're going to look at some of the worst posts on the 4th or 5th worst social network site. I don't know. It's hard to keep track of how many of them are terrible. And we're going to see what you guys think. So for each of these, I'm going to read the post and you will give me a rating of either connection or rejection. Do you want to connect with this person or do you want to reject this person? Okay.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. All right. So the first one, the person posted a picture. It has like looks like almost like a web comic style art of like a person of a man in a suit sitting behind a desk, and then there's a woman who's on the other side of the desk, and she has her arms crossed, and she has a big frown with an X over her head. And the guy was asking, so what's the salary? And here's what the post says. Had to cut an interview short today. Everything was great until the candidate dropped the dreaded S word, salary. Like, really? We're talking about a once-in-a-lifetime career opportunity here, and they want to focus on money? Priorities, people. Back to the applicant pool we go. Geiger,
Fuck off.
That's a pretty easy one here, so we'll start with you.
This is the problem with these, like, with the job market right now, is that there's a million candidates and these employers think they're like King Midas or whatever. Like, fuck you. How dare this person want to know if this job will cover their basic living requirements? Look at the opportunity.
It's once in a lifetime to just sit behind a fucking desk and have Chat GPT fill in paperwork for you or something.
Yeah, that's this person. Go get fucked. What am I saying?
Connection or rejection?
Yeah, fuck. I reject this person all the way to the sun. I don't want this anywhere in my orbit.
All right, Novak.
I haven't interviewed in decades.
Right.
Lucky
so
man.
I don't know what the protocol really is.
Well, you don't bring up the S word, schlong.
What's the schlong for this job?
So once a lifetime opportunity. This guy's worried about schlong.
So what is the protocol for whether they're supposed to tell you up front what the salary is versus you're supposed to ask about schlong later on?
Well, so now that's actually depends on where you live, because in some states like California and I think maybe Illinois too, they are supposed to post a salary range along with the job. Like, so it's supposed to say, oh, this job will make between 80 and 120,000 a year or whatever it is.
0 to 100,000.
Yeah, but right. But before that, it would be like you would just go in and then like they would ask you like, what are your salary expectations? And then if you say too low of a number, you are fucked, because they'll be like, okay, great, so
$2, got it.
What are your salary expectations? A lot?
Plenty.
But it should be totally reasonable to ask
Yes.
about the salary at a job.
I used to ask about it up front when I recruited because I didn't want to like waste my time or theirs on a job that was way out of their price range.
Yeah.
What are your salary expectations? Schlong.
So what do you think? What'd you say, Novak?
Reject. Yeah.
Okay.
What size contract? How many years on this contract should be? Schlong. Schlong contract.
Is this
You want a short contract or a long one?
A short one?
Or a long? Both schlong. I want a schlong one.
Is that the new term for medium? Is schlong?
It's between short and long.
Yeah, can you get me a new pair of jeans and about 32 schlong?
All right, we'll go to the next one. See if you guys want to try to get your connections in here. So
get them while they're hot.
So this is from a person named Arto Minassian, who is the co-founder of a company called Crisp.ai. Okay.
Fuck him. No. Not connecting at all.
No.
Hear me out. Schlong.
Sucks.
I was at a dinner recently, and the waiter kept using one specific word. Here is a crisp of tomato. Enjoy the crisp of onion. We are going to break a crisp of bread. As a founder, your brain is wired to hear your company name everywhere. I genuinely thought he was dropping hints. I thought, wow, this guy loves our noise-canceling tech. He knows I'm here. I felt a little proud, maybe even a little famous. So I finally asked him, do you know the company Crisp or me? He looked totally confused. No. Lesson learned. Not everything is about my startup. Crisp is just a word for bread, and we clearly need to increase our marketing budget. Has anyone else hallucinated brand awareness like this? Novak?
Oh my god.
Wow. What was that? Was he describing else as crisp? An onion and a...
Yeah, a crisp of tomato, crisp of onion, and
a crisp of tomato.
There's a little sprinkling of this didn't happen, but
Just a crisp full of sugar makes the medicine go down. How pathetic as a human do you have to be when you're asking a random waiter, do you know me? Do you know me?
Do you know my noise canceling tech?
I can't hear you. I've been noise canceling your fucking voice.
Everywhere I heard. Do you want a schlong of potatoes?
I pay my employees a crisp of salary.
This guy, you know what? In the spirit of wanting to get a connection in, I don't think this guy did anything bad. He admitted the person told him no. Yeah. He's excited about his company. That's fine. They're just canceling noise. That doesn't seem too bad as far as these tech codes might go. So I'm going to connect with this guy.
All right, Geiger, you agree?
Novak agrees with cancel culture, apparently. I think, okay, I'm going to take in a connection because this guy's not a horrible fucktard, but like, I'm
sure he is, but
face.
Not in this specific post.
He's making this shit up that this didn't happen. No one thinks they heard crisp of tomato. Not a single. If you hear the words crisp of tomato, you are having a stroke. That's not. What in the fuck? Or he is. One of the two of you is.
Do you know about our new anti-stroke tech? Really... Could you administer it to me?
Then he said he didn't know who I was, and right then and there, I realized he was only getting a crisp% tip. How connect me with this guy? I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. Only because I know I'll hate the rest of these people.
Crisp
worse.
of connection. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see what you think of this. This is from Jack Rains. And he says he's writing about Young Money. Last week...
Is that a rapper?
I don't know.
Doesn't say the rapper? Little Yachty?
Last week, my econ professor asked me, Jack, would you rather take $10 million now or receive $10,000 per week for the next 50 years? Without batting an eye, I said, neither. I would rather pay you $10,000 a week. Shocked, he replied, that's insane. No economic model would suggest to do this. Insane, I replied. Not at all. If you give me money, I lose my drive. I go soft. I might as well roll over and die. If I give you money, it makes me hungry. I have to grind to make more. I have to hustle. The only thing insane is that more people don't think like me.
Do I have a recruiter for him? Yeah, what's your salary expectations? I want to give you all my money. Oh, that works for us, I guess. Negative 30 grand. All right, cool.
If you pay me to work here, I'm going to lose my drive.
I will get one paycheck and get soft. I won't be able to get a boner anymore. This guy is I'm gonna pay you 10 grand a year to keep me hungry. What an idiot! I don't want to know this guy. Sorry, I'm dying of related cringe. This guy sounds like an idiot. He sounds like every LinkedIn wannabe motivational speaker.
Yeah.
I want money when I work. I have like pay bills with hunger. I can't go like my bank and be like, hey, I'm a little behind on the mortgage, but guess what? I've got lots of drive. Like that doesn't count. So you need to keep some of the money.
You don't work for the love of the hustle?
No,
You're
do
soft.
Not. I mean, undeniably, I am soft. That's why I'm not a Fortune 500 mega millionaire, because I didn't pay someone else my salary. So I will not connect with this idiot.
You're soft, but I'm harder than a tomato. So
I'll give you a crisp $10,000 bill.
I want this guy to put his money where his mouth is.
Yeah. I want him to put his money in my pocket, apparently.
As there's zero fucking chance. Would toss a quarter to a man on the sidewalk. I guarantee it. This guy is not letting go of a goddamn nickel.
Well, because if he gave that homeless guy a nickel, like I would lose all his motivation.
Then the homeless guy wouldn't be hungry anymore. The homeless need to be hungry, so we can't give them money.
Will you pay the homeless? No, I want the homeless to pay me. Okay.
I saw a homeless guy give me his bindle, and I knew he was destined for success. He was now very hungry. I think he was always hungry, but he's now even more hungry.
And I said, did you hear of my startup, Bindle.ai?
And he tied a hose around his arm and started shooting up a crisp.
Have you heard of our Bindle canceling tech? I just walk around and take everyone's Bindles.
Yeah, I'm going to say reject.
Okay, I thought maybe you guys would want to connect and try to get $10,000. See what you think of this one. I peed the bed on my honeymoon.
Yeah.
Not exactly.
kept me motivated.
Not exactly one of my proudest moments. I just remembered this incident after my CrossFit session this morning because I was feeling thirsty, so I'll recount it for you. We just flown to Seattle to celebrate the most memorable milestone of our lives. We hit up a fish market to challenge our taste buds. I don't know what got into me, but for some reason I decided to get this spicy crab soup with this really red broth. It was the spiciest soup I've ever tasted. So much that I drank an entire bowl of it. To cut a long story short, I woke up at 3 a.m. in a puddle.
Just screams business so far.
Had to wake up my brand new wife and say, I think I peed the brand new sheets. I was pretty sure this wasn't what for better or for worse was supposed to mean, but she laughed. We still joke about it years later. That moment taught me something crucial. You don't need to take yourself too seriously. Novak?
What possible need? You know, I was feeling pretty low today, and then I read that it's okay if you piss yourself. And now I'm a CEO.
If I just give my wife a golden shower, she'll never be hungry again.
I was feeling pretty aimless and directionless. Then I went on LinkedIn. Now I'm pissing hot clam chowder all over my wife. Profiting.
My professor said, do you want me to piss on you a lot right now or once a year for the next 10 years? And I said, I'll piss on you.
This one's kind of hard, actually. I'm not. I don't think this is not bragging. I don't know what it is.
What is the reason for putting this on there?
I don't know. It just. I gotta connect. I like this guy.
Novak confirmed into water sports.
Let's do this.
I went down to the fish market to challenge my taste buds. Ooh. Oh, trout, huh? Oh, God. Oh, fuck. My mind is blown. What the fuck is this idiot talking about?
Ooh, salmon. Oh, my goodness, I'm being tested.
Oh, shit. Red snapper. I went too far. All right, I'm done.
Brand new wife, brand new sheets, pissing on both. Look, this guy clearly was told to write something pithy on LinkedIn and is just bad at it. This is like, I know. This will be hilarious. I'll rack up
Did he really
views.
piss the sheets? You think it's true?
Sure. I mean, there's no other... look, if I'm going to...
Probably. He's on
probably
LinkedIn.
piss the sheets. It's not exactly, like you said, something to be proud of. But...
I mean, he ate the trout. I assume that's what
I mean,
you guys just ever drink a whole bowl of soup and then have no choice but to piss yourself at 3 a.m.? That's how that works, right?
I like how he's going, it was so hot, so I had to eat the whole bowl. The what? That doesn't even make sense either, yeah. I will be honest. I would, look, new love is new love, but if I had just gotten married and rolled over into a roiling puddle of hot crab piss, I'd be pretty ticked. I'd be like, what in the fuck is wrong with you? And he'll be like, man, I can't wait to go to LinkedIn and regale everyone with this tale. I'm not connecting with this guy.
They still laugh about it today.
Right, honey? She's like, sure.
I would be testing my annulment taste buds, I think, in a situation. Okay. All right, next one is from a guy named Samuel Leeds, founder of Samuel Leeds Academy. And it has a picture of him, and you can imagine he is very douchey looking. And he is with his wife, and they are standing in front of like a lake with many skyscrapers behind it. Here's what he says. I am now a resident of Dubai. That means my legal powers just went to a new level. I've got an Emirates ID card. I've got a house in Dubai, which means that if you talk badly about me and it's not true in the UK, I can even get my Dubai lawyers to write to you. You might go, I don't care about your Dubai lawyers. I'm in a different jurisdiction. What that means is, if you ever come to Dubai, you'll be detained and put in prison for defamation, as it is a criminal offense to defame somebody who is a resident of Dubai. So, it's good to have different options, you know?
What the fuck? Is that?
Was this a DM to somebody that he accidentally posted on the main page?
Threatening people before they said a word to him?
It's good to have different options, you know, as
Yeah.
he says.
Clearly prepared to be defamed.
Chad, where did he say he was again? He didn't mention his location more than 16 times in one paragraph.
This is Samuel Leeds of the company Samuel Leeds Academy.
Yeah. Has
Great
he
marketing,
relocated his
Samuel
academy
Leeds.
to Dubai? I don't know.
I think Samuel Leeds is here's my honest thoughts, and like the guy's not. He's like getting ready, like when his lawyers are bouncing. It's a good candy. Okay.
All right, you can still come to Dubai.
Yeah, you could.
This most wonderful of gifts to be able to come to Dubai. Fucking hot ass shitty place.
I would love to visit Dubai, but I'm pretty sure Samuel Leeds' army is standing at the gates for me. I'll be immediately thrown in Dubai prison because I said Samuel Leeds was smelly.
I need to talk to the pilot. Could you ask him to land in the backside of Dubai? Because Leeds is waiting for me.
I got a real issue in Dubai. Let me guess, Samuel Leeds. Yeah.
I gotta sneak in the back door of Dubai if you don't mind. Like,
Everything was fine, and then I defamed him. Now I can't go to Dubai. I said
Couldn't
he had
help it.
It's going to be a real schlong flight home.
pilot's like, that's okay. We got 10 other Leeds guys here on the plane with you. You guys can all just sneak in together.
I heard he had too much mackerel and shit the bed.
I heard Dubai chocolate is when you eat a hot bowl of crab soup and piss the bed. They call it Dubai chocolate. Yeah. So why did he put... Sounds really targeted at someone. Like, has he been under a lot of litigation lately?
I don't know. He's just putting his shields up, you know, just letting people know, like, hey, I'm prepared, so let's be civil, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I think when you lead off a conversation with a threat of a lawsuit, if you don't say something I don't like, actually, he'd probably get along pretty well right now. That sounds of a piece with the culture. You know what? I am going to connect with Samuel Leeds. I don't want to be on this guy's bad side.
Mm-hmm.
I want to, if nothing else, I can connecting will allow me to read all of the rest of his litigious posts and see what other countries I might have to avoid.
Do you think somebody said that Samuel Leeds University was not an accredited university?
That's probably what they said. Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and guess this is not a good person to get a degree from. Yeah, that's a fair thing to say.
Defamatory law is your only major you can have.
I graduated summa cum crispy.
I'm not connected with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I plan to defame him a lot. I'm going to defame him, and I don't want to see all the posts I have.
A lot? I wouldn't even know what to defame him about.
I'm going to defame him and then try to get to Dubai still, and I hope he didn't read anything I wrote. So I don't want him to be friends with them.
Samuel Leeds, more like Samuel follows, am I right? Dubai! He just puts me in jail.
As I step off the tarmac and there's 40 armed men. What took you so long?
I'm stepping into my house and suddenly I'm like a black hood thrown over my head and I just wake up 13 hours later off a jet, blinding hot sun of Dubai. Thought you could get away with defamation, eh?
You didn't count on the lead squad. All right. This is from Thangavel Puhal. He is the CEO of DigiNadu. He says, 6 months ago, I found a new method to maximize my productivity. I found 3 days in a single day. Morning, 9 a.m.
Mhm.
9
I love
a.m.
these ones.
Fucking 3-body problem over here.
Morning, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. 4-hour day. Take 2.
I've got 8 cocks. Take my nose, for example. 1 cock. That's not you can't do that.
If he keeps looking, there's gonna be a lot of days in the day. You just gotta look closer.
There's 24 days in this day.
Take 2 hours. Break, eat, sleep, and refresh. Evening, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Okay, that was 3 hours from 1 p.m., but whatever. 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., 4-hour day. Take 2 hours break, walk, workout, ready. Night, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., 4-hour day.
What?
That's the whole thing.
That's his whole post?
That's his post. He just works in 3 4-hour chunks over the course of the day.
Okay.
So his typical workday is 9 a.m. to 2 a.m.
What's he do from 1 to 4?
That
That was
from
his,
one,
like,
1 to
break.
4. 1 to 4 was a 2-hour break of eat, sleep, and refresh.
He's just setting that up for part 2 when he finds an extra hour between 1 and 4.
I found another day. This extra hour.
We call this lunch day. It's when I eat my lunch all day long.
Novak, the math genius here. Would you like to connect?
Oh my gosh.
So wait, he doesn't talk about what he does. It's just literally, this is my schedule, end of post?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
it. He's got his 3 4-hour
Mm.
days. He found
So
3
then
days
he
in a day.
sleeps from 2 to
9?
From 2 to 9, and also he has an eat, sleep, and refresh break during those
Okay.
2-hour, 3-hour from 1 to 4.
uh-huh.
Yeah, sleep
To
and
go to the
refresh,
fish
totally
market.
different.
Yeah.
Eat, sleep, piss, bed.
Refresh is just like taking an Irish shower, just spraying deodorant all over himself.
I haven't showered in days. This is terrible.
I need to find another day to shower. I haven't showered in days because 3 days went by since he showered last night.
I went 3 days without masturbating, if you know what I mean. Lunch day, dinner day.
Honey, we haven't had sex in 20 days. Yeah, you know what? I could use another day or two in my day.
What is wrong with you? Why are you connecting with all these guys?
No, Beck, it's okay. You got your connection in already.
So yeah, I'll connect this guy. Help me find a day or two.
Okay.
I will say, they say the most precious commodity is time. And this guy has found a whole hidden day within a day.
Mm-hmm.
That's extra time back that you get.
That's the master of time.
Yeah. Who doesn't like waking up or working till 2 a.m., getting all kinds of stuff done at Digiwampus or whatever the fuck he works at. Totally not made up company.
I mean, you're not far off. It was Diginadu.
Yeah.
It might as well be called Digiwampus.
3days.ai.
Digi not doing the right math between 1 and 4. Yeah, he's probably the guy that figures out how to make a chip taste like an oyster from 2 a.m. to 9. Yeah, fuck it. I'll hang out with Novak and this guy. We'll a lot more time to do activities.
All right, 2 more. Here we go. This is from Rob Moore. He's an entrepreneur.
Of course,
He says, I ordered my usual 4-shot espresso at my local Starbucks and was asked to pay $4.60. I said, I'm a gold member and only have to pay $2.40. The servers, this is a thing. I don't
Waving his hand like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
The server said, you're rich. Why do you even care? So I got
Jesus Christ.
so I got out a compound interest calculator and said
Uh-huh.
okay, keep in mind this was a 4-shot espresso.
Yeah.
Do you know how much the saving of $2.20 times 3, I have 3 a day, over 30 years is? She said, not a lot for a guy like you. So in front of her, I put in $2.20 times 3, day, times 7, week, times 52, year, times 30, years. At 8% compounded return, reinvested. Can you guess how much you save in that time? When I showed her, she was absolutely shocked. I told her that if you...
That I was still in line. We have other customers, sir.
I told her that a few dollars a day saved in common spending areas like coffee, food, and subscriptions can make you a millionaire in 30 years, even if you earn a basic wage. If you want more money, first learn to manage what you already have. Geiger, what do you think about this condescending fuck?
I mean, I think the long search is over. We have found the guy with the smallest penis on earth. Search high and low. Who is the tiniest schlong? And lo and behold, it's fucking compound calculator fuckface. And then the buxom wench behind the counter said, "But sir, you're so rich." I said, "Yeah, you're right. Also, I bench a whole lot of weight." But then they said, "Someone so rich can surely afford 3 4-shot espressos." So, someone with the resting heart rate of a fucking hummingbird could certainly do compound calculations all on their own. Show me how massive and veiny and girthy your dong is. I won't take the 5 minutes that'll take to unfurl it because I could be saving $41. So I put 6 days, 5 times 5 hours times 2 inches of dick. That's how much time I saved.
So connect.
Fuck. I mean, what the fuck? 3 4-shot espressos. When the fuck does he sleep? Next March? No, fuck this guy with a hot iron poker.
He has 1 4-shot espresso per day during his 3 days of the day.
This guy, 3 4-shot espressos. I'm pretty sure he zapped in, leaving a vapor trail behind him, and had a conversation that to him was 4 minutes long and to her was 3.5 seconds. And then zipped out,
Machines guy.
leaving an outline of where he was, staring before her.
Or he had so much coffee, he fucking hallucinated this entire thing.
So yeah, reject.
Reject. All right, last one. Here we go. I had a pizza at a restaurant yesterday. When it arrived, I insisted it was the wrong way up. Why did I do this? Disruption.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Yeah.
In 2025, you have to be disrupting the main narrative at any opportunity. I told the waiter, toppings down is how it is meant to be served.
What in the world?
I made him flip it over so the bread is on. Eventually, he gave in. As the waiter
After staring at me, mildly annoyed for a good 10 minutes, he finally caved in.
He finally caved and ruined my pizza.
As the waiter nervously flipped the thing over, all the sauce and toppings went everywhere. It was a real mess. Almost impossible to eat.
Disruption.
But do you know what else? But do you know what else is a mess? Business. Don't be afraid to make okay. That's it. Novak, what do you say? Pizza time.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
I went in to get open heart surgery. I told it, put it back into my leg. Put my tires on backwards, please. Because disruption. I think caused a 6-car pileup. So this guy is a real piece of shit. This poor pizza guy berated until he finally just fucking slams the pizza onto its top.
I don't know, man. Here, have it upside down on WAP.
Instead of just saying, I like my pizza that way, he has to say the sentence, toppings are meant to go on the bottom. Are you okay, man? And I swear, officer, that's how it went. I did not ask the pizza woman to take her top down. I said, toppings down, please. Flip my pizza over.
Toppings down is how your shirt is meant to be worn.
I'm going to say reject.
Oh
Alright,
my
Guy, you
god.
Disruption.
He gave me a bowl of wonton soup, and I said, no, give me chopsticks. Disruption.
Serve this soup upside down.
Pour it into my lap. Disrupt me.
Pull up.
Poor fucking guy. He probably just flips it over so he doesn't have to see the wads of spit all the waiters putting on it every week. No, I am not connecting with this guy. Disruption.
All right.
That's awesome.
Burn my thighs with that hot cheese. Okay. Last one. This is from Kroger. The band is Mercado. Chicharrones and Tiras. Pork crackling strips. It's traditional flavor. Mamma jammas are huge.
You're hard.
Size of this thing.
My wife was very excited when she saw we were going to try. She loves chicharrones in general. I don't know about this brand specifically, but
We've done pork rinds before, I think, right?
Yeah, we.
maybe.
Just to describe them, they kind of look like a onion ring, but hardened.
They were supposed to be eaten 3 days ago, apparently, according to the label.
These things are sort of eternally stale, I feel like.
Yeah. Disruption.
I like to eat my bag of chicharrones upside down. Pour it all over my lap.
I want to like these. I kind of like stuff of this sort of texture. They're nice and crisp, but they are criminally under-seasoned. They're just maybe just because we got this traditional flavor. I feel like there is a flavor of these, maybe any of the other ones, that I could really get behind and like or even love, because I do like the texture a lot. But man, they're just so plain tasting, like not even salty enough or anything. So it really just I can't recommend these because of this plain flavor. I'm going to give them an indifferent to that. Geiger, what do you think?
I mean, it's a pork rind. They're the most basic pork rinds probably you can have. Mine are a little hard. I know pork rinds are naturally a little chewy anyway, but
Yeah.
um, I like the flavor. They're salty enough, almost too salty.
What?
Wow.
No?
Complete
Fuck
disagreement.
are you tasting?
Well, there's too something. It's almost too much of a flavor.
He
I
is
don't know.
tasting Mercado Chicarrones. And
You
Cheers.
said there's
What do
too much flavor.
It's too. It's I don't know.
I
It's
said there's no flavor. This is,
We
are you
are
trying
at an
to
impasse.
are you trying to flip things over?
I'm trying to disrupt you.
It's working.
I said put 3 more shots of espresso in these chicharrones. Now, maybe it's just too rich, is what I'm getting across. Maybe not salt. It's just like the pork rind is just too rich itself.
Maybe you're too rich.
Well, thank you for noticing.
Saving $2 on a cup of coffee. Put you in a new tax bracket.
I do see that compound interest calculator on Geiger's desk there, so I guess he is
Yeah.
too rich.
It's a compound chicharron calculator. I will say just indifferent. They're fine.
Okay, 2 indifference. There's really no catching the crab chips yet, but we'll see if we have agreement here. Chad, what do you think?
I'm right there with you guys. I'll keep it short and sweet. I like where their head was at. I do like a chicharrones in general. I feel these are kind of plain tasting chicharrones. You just sort of get that like leftover pork flavor, but I wanted more to it. And I do think they are a little too hard. I know chicharrones are hard, but these ones are just a little bit too much. And I don't know if that's on account of them being like so mass produced and like they have to sit on the shelves for a really long time, compared to like getting it from like a local Mexican grocer or something like that. So yeah, I'm right there with you guys with the rating. I think they're fine, but I wish they were better. It's an indifferent to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Lazy electioneer for these chicharrones. The crab chips, kind of a surprise, I think.
Yep.
With a really strong score and a very comfortable win this week. Geiger, where can the listeners contact us?
If you have forgotten a loved one's birthday, how'd that go? If you have ever helped some waitress with no idea how compound, interest works, really open her eyes to the value of disruption and schlong. Wait, don't open her eyes to the value of schlong. That's probably came out wrong. No, we said schlong was short and long. It's just the over the near to short term, or as I call it, schlong time frame. Here's the compound calculation. If you've ever just
think of the fucking interest you could make if you got 3 days for everybody's one. Interest rates would be fine.
Think now our listeners can send us 3 emails for every 1 email they were going to send us before.
Yeah. It's 3 times 0. It's still 0.
If you like to take pineapple upside down cake and just make it cake for disruption, you can try so at youtriedit@gmail.com. We are on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Please let us know what you think of our ratings. Suggest snacks for us to try. Ask a question for the mailbag. We'd love it if you could leave us a review or some stars if you like the podcast. Don't do that if you don't like the podcast. It really doesn't help that much. If you have friends and family you think would like to listen, by all means, let them know about it. And as always, thank you for listening.
Is there a food that conceivably you could say served upside down has any... Like, you can't pick like a sandwich because it's the same on both sides. Bread. Is there something served upside down?
A peanut.
that it would be better upside down?
Better, or there's some reason, like you could make a reason why that would make sense.
Besides an upside down cake or something like that. Pineapple upside down cake.
I mean, if you're eating toast and like peanut butter's on one side, would you like turn it upside down and bite it so the peanut butter would be on your tongue or something? I don't know. Not really.
I have heard that. Yeah, that like or like the Pringles, right? You eat the Pringles upside down and you get all the seasoning.
All the seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
That's one.
If you're eating ass and you just flip them upside down, eat the ass tastes better from what I understand from the millennials. I don't know. But yeah.
Cupcake.
Oh yeah, a lot of people start with the frosting, right? Or no?
Ooh.
Would you start with the cake?
Muffin?
So when you eat something upside down, do you just start from the bottom then, or you would just eat from the top, which would be the stem of the muffin?
That was a terrible fucking question. I couldn't think of anything.
Okay,
I mean, I love you guys for giving that a shot, but
really
Plate
put
of
some thought into
spaghetti.
it.
You put the spaghetti on top of the meatballs. Delicious. Okay, there you go.
Do you guys ever see? It's not the same thing at all, but do you ever see those people that wear their watch, where like the clock part is on the wrist, so they can just do this? I always thought that was fucking
I've
dumb.
seen that.
Those people look like chachas. Has nothing to do with your question, but
Do you either of you now, Geiger? You might be the most likely to answer this yes.
okay.
But do you find value in like an expensive watch? I can't picture Chad wearing an expensive watch.
I have an adjacent question.
Mhm.
Do you find value in a watch?
Yes. It is still easier for me to do this than to to pull my phone out of my pocket, I guess.
Yeah.
I like having a watch on. I wear a watch every day. I don't need I've always told, like, I usually, when I need a new watch, I will save it as a Christmas or birthday gift idea, or, Father's Day or whatever for my wife, and she'll buy me one, and I don't want to know how much it costs, but I've told her, like, I don't need, like, whatever, the Tag Heuer or Cartier, or who watch snobs can make fun of me all they want. I don't know what the fucking expensive watch is, but I don't need, like, a fancy watch. Like,
I had
maybe
like an
$100
extended
tops.
family member that got we were at a family gathering and they got one for Christmas and it was like a fancy expensive thing.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, I guess I like, in my mind that sort of died out with like guys like dressing up in suits for work and stuff like that.
It is a big, there's like a big market. It's, I guess, like watch collection is a big deal. Like guys like get like, there's all kinds of subcultures of like the coolest watch or the new release of a new fancy watch. And these are like multiple thousands of dollars and stuff. I don't know.
Wait, how much is like a Apple Watch? Those are expensive, right? Does
Probably a
that
couple
count?
$100, right?
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I
I
don't
know.
think that's
Yeah.
not like the most expensive. Like
No.
the expensive ones still look like
Like a Rolex.
old timey
or-
watch,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Do you wear
And
a watch,
most of
Novak?
them, no. I
Oh.
refuse to wear a watch.
Yeah, same. My wife started wearing a watch recently, like within the last 6 months or something, and she really likes it because the same reason you, Geiger. She's like, she doesn't want to like find her phone in her purse or whatever. But for me, I've just never had a problem of just like taking it out, glancing at the time or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think the Apple Watch is insane. My wife has a Fitbit that she can get her text messages on. I'm like, I don't need to see my text so desperately that I have to like put them to my watch. Like
On a
just leave me
tiny
alone.
ass screen.
Yeah.
No
Problem
thank
with
you.
most like newer watches is they're all set to the one traditional 24-hour day,
Right.
and like
I need that 4-hour watch that jumps ahead 3 hours for my 2-hour break.
there's just a couple. The numbers just go from 2 to 4.
It just flips forward. You're on the neighborhood watch, though, right? Like on the watch list.
Yes.
Yeah. A watch list meaning like of guys who like nice watches. That's
Yeah.
what that watch
That's
list
why
means.
I can't wear a watch because my my monitor bracelet is in the way of it.
We don't want to mess up the RFID signal from your court mandated watch.
All
Disruption.
right. Well, that's a Valentine's Day app we
Yeah.
did there, sort of, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Long and
Well,
happy
happy.
day.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. All right.
All right. Well.
Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. We'll be back next time. Trying out 3 brand new songs.
Disruption.